they're showing it like, ooh, this is good if I can get it out. Let's see. It's like when we grow our ego, it will get chopped down. And it talks about that. Remember that one he had me read, I think it was in Daniel, about how the guy walked around saying he was the king, he had an empire, and then made him look crazy and walk around like a babbling buffoon for 7 years, chopping down that ego, but nourishing him. Like the rain would go down and grow the stump once more, but with love, with the rain, right? With love. So he grows his heart, not his ego, so that he can be king once more, but correctly, the right way, right? This idea, he can actually stand erect now from truth and clarity, not from outside prop. And he was showing that's how he kind of used this podcast too. It's like to show all that and show all those stages and all the chopping down and then the regrowing, but how the regrowing from truth and clarity can have you grow in leaps and bounds. And he was showing it like with AI, how it doubles, triples, quadruples, like it just compounds, right? It just really compounds its knowledge. So humans, as we grow from our ego, we're so slow. We are so slow. But when we grow from our soul, our knowing, our direct connection, it's infinite. And the speed at which we catch up and tap in is truly sensational. I know I can see that and feel that for myself, and it's like they're showing that they have utilized me for that way to show that through this podcast. That's why it's amazing the layers they have put into this. And I love it so much. And it does take a lot out of me to co-create it with them, but I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world, because I can feel that growth and that understanding and that knowing. And it's the idea that we can all do that if we open up to that, and you will be steered in that direction. They'll control it in a sense. But that's if you get to that point where you have that relationship. Oh God, that's just too layered to explain right now. In any case, I thought that was fascinating, right? So it's like the same idea. How are you growing and how fast you can grow is often determined by who's steering the ship, right? Which identity, which ego, and or have you dropped them to allow your heart to lead the show? Your true north, which is your direct connection. So opening up your vessel for unconditional love. But it still is murky. There's still humanness. There's still error. I'm pointing that out because they were also showing earlier, like there's so many people who can channel and they can do many, many things. But it's like I was describing in a few previous, like when I was listening to that woman who is just discovering this to be true. All those people she had called fools before. Well, some of them are fools. Some of them everybody in the world is able to be a channel, a medium, a psychic, anything you want to call this stuff, but everybody can. Nobody's special in that sense. We all have these abilities. It's have you tuned in, tapped into them. But recognize there are people who have tuned in and tapped into them, but they are still wearing the lens of the lower energies. So it's still filtered through their anger, their lust, their rage, their revenge, all these things. So it's still distorted. It's like the purer they get, the cleaner they get, the clearer they get of dropping their ego, their bullshit, their identities, the more truth is going to shine through. And so it's all up to you to do your part. How much do you love yourself? Yourself meaning your truest and highest form, your soul. Or do you love yourself, your ego, your identity, how you're perceived, etc. And so that will also determine what's coming through. So it's like you can go to a million, quote, mediums, psychics, channels, readers, doctors, therapists, singers, all of them. It's all the same thing. It's just their medium. It's their form of translation. And so their form of translation can be pure, it can be tainted. 99% are likely tainted. And yes, we're all tainted to a degree because of our own perceptions. But what I'm referencing is tainted through which lens. And most of us have many lenses to get to pure truth, right? Some have all 7 deadly sins. And again, these are just simple numbers and simple concepts so we can understand them. But there's more to it than just that. That's just a simple way, a basic place for you to start, right? And to understand and comprehend. Anyway, fascinating. Thanks so much for tuning in and listening. You can now purchase an audio journey with me using the link below.